sad nigga blowing my Twitter up and shit.
CJ, we got one.
Nigga. Just mad cause I fucked your bitch.
Top our hood fan.
Yeah.
And I got one thing to say to you bitch ass niggas. Why is you niggas so lame? Why is you niggas so broke? Why do your bitch in my phone every time she needs some of this dick in the throat?
This is Hustlaz. I'm sitting here with an up-and-coming artist, Shreds. This your boy, Cartrell D. Broski. We're going to jump in this interview, ask him a little question. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a 19-year-old upcoming rapper from Missouri. Moved here in about second grade. I was already doing music in my hometown. I was like my dad or whatever. Mm-hmm. He just kind of threw me on the scene. So when I moved here, had it in my head that I was going to do the music. Moved to Fort Worth, linked up with like every fucking body, like just naturally. So, you know, we all clicked like that. And started from jerking. You know, everybody used to jerk and shit.
Yeah,
we started out doing that shit, but then it was like, you know, after that died down, we needed something to do. And I was like, bro, I'm talking about we was in a room just beating on the desk, and I'm like, bro, this shit goes hard. I know somebody where we can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Record this shit. We recorded it. It's been a rap ever since then. We just been working.
So that's what that's pushed you into the music industry, or what actually pushed you into the music industry?
What actually pushed me in is shit. My dad, when I was like 6, he put me in the studio, and I was like, bro, like at 6 years old, I'm rapping, but I'm like, bro, I got a heart for this shit. Like, I see me doing this shit every day, and like, then I see rappers, you know what I'm saying, how they successful. I'm like, damn, like.
And that's something that you wanted, so it turned into a passion at that point.
Bro, it's 6, like, you
so,
know what I'm saying.
Throughout high school, you know, being a rapper, because you're 19.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for how long?
Seriously, bro, I say, because I mean, I've been doing it since forever.
Forever?
Like, I always knew how to rap.
All right.
But seriously, like, all in, it's only been about since November.
Since November?
Yeah.
I mean, for somebody that just started in November, so that was what, last year?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, that's when I got kicked
And
out.
you're already doing things with Top Off, Half Pint Films.
Yeah.
How did you link up with these individuals and these companies? Like,
See,
how were you able to do that?
It started with, and I don't know if y'all know him, it started with Mike Fresh.
Fresh.
Literally, this shit all came from, like, me coming outside one day. My sister was upstairs playing this song. And I'm like, how can I get my music recorded? Not having no music out. I think I'm, like, in the 6th grade. I walk outside. I see Mike walking. Because we all stayed in the same Metroplex. So I'm like, Mike Fresh. He like, who the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro. Like, so I rapped to him. And, bro, from that, it's like I met him through Half Pint. We all stayed in the same area. Then somehow Lil Ronnie becomes friends with Mike Fresh. Now he's in my, like, where we all stay at.
Yeah.
So that's how it happened, man. And then, like, throughout the years I'm in high school, I'm sitting Half Pint my music. He telling me, like, bro, I really fuck with your music. But at the same time, I'm still in school. I can't get out and do what I want. Mm. So me sending him, and I linked up with Cody Shane, and we had went to Atlanta to shoot the video. And on the plane, Half Pint was just like, bro, I really want you to join Top Off. Like, I really think you're a dope-ass artist. So from that, I went home, you know, thought about it. Then I kicked out. Laws and shit was involved. So it was just like, should I call Pint? We linked up ever since. And it was just like, the way they took me in, we just kept running with it.
Yeah. So, you know, I just listened to your new song that you dropped. It's called Questions.
The
Questions,
yeah.
which I like that song because, you know, like I said, we're about the same age.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have a lot of questions about females, the people that we hang out with.
Everything.
So, what was your inspiration about behind that song? Why did you pick that topic and that name for that song?
Man. So, something happened with somebody's girl. No. And he was just like, you know, getting on my nerves, like blowing my Twitter up, and I'm like, dude, like this is not my fault, bro. Like, so I'm just like that the question is like, why is she even in my messages if this is your girl, bro? And it's like, you know, I got a lot of questions about a lot of stuff, and it's just like, as far as rapping, like I'm actually calling out my competition too. I'm like, why do I never try hard, but every time I do it, it's better than you? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Just calling out people having fun with it. But it really started off like that. This dude blowing my Twitter up. So shouts out to you, man, for blowing my Twitter up about your girl, bro. 'Cause, I mean, I really don't know.
Also, LilCj Kasino.
Oh yeah.
He featured on that song. How did you come about collabing with that artist? Because to me personally, he went off on that song. I personally liked him as an artist.
Yeah.
I kind of checked him out a little bit more after.
Yeah.
So how did you come about collabing with him? Did you give him a phone call or?
No. Shouts out to Half Pint and shouts out to the whole Hood fam. We kind of just like knew it needed to happen. Like CJ 19, I'm 19. I came around CJ. When I came around CJ, he was just a cool person. So it was like shit. Let's just go in on something. You know what I'm saying? Like we both used the same cameraman. So
Yeah.
I made the question in my house. I sent it to CJ and he just turned up on it. So we knew we were supposed to shoot the video ASAP.
All right. So also one question I wanted to ask, being from Arlington myself.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a lot of rappers from Dallas and Fort Worth. Where do you classify yourself as in city-wise, you know? Being out here kind of in Arlington and Mansfield and GP in this area, but you have all these big rappers coming out of Dallas and Fort Worth. Do you mess with more of the rappers in Dallas or?
Definitely gotta be. I know a lot of rappers in Dallas and Fort Worth, but most of my friends, cause it's the difference between knowing rappers and having friend rappers.
Yeah.
Most of my friend rappers are in Fort Worth, but I know rappers in Dallas, but they're not really my friends.
All right. So do you have any like upcoming shows booked in Dallas or Fort Worth?
I got an upcoming show May 29th. I don't know where it's at, but it's gonna be like Good Money Lil Ronnie gonna be there. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people there. It's May 29th. But right now I'm really transactioning. I'm trying to make a transition to Dallas, like Deep Ellum, like
Deep
that
Ellum.
side, cause right now I'm kind of caught up in like the more urban culture.
Urban culture.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a little more trap. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
I'm
You're trying to branch out.
Yeah.
And make sure that your music doesn't get
marketed to the wrong people.
Marketed to wrong people, because there's a lot of artists that are really good and then they get stuck in underground, and that's all you hear them on YouTube, or they never really blow up.
Yeah.
So another question I want to ask you, who's one of your favorite rappers right now, or is growing up as a kid, somebody that you look up to?
Wiz, Wayne.
Wiz and Wayne.
Yup. There's a lot of great people out there though. Like of course I look up to Kendrick, shit like that. Of course I look up to the greats, you know. But my favorite was just Wiz and Wayne, because the way Wiz lived his lifestyle and how Wayne was just so great with rap. So I just put them two together.
With Wiz, is there like a favorite song, like off the muscle? First one comes to mind.
Ooh, shit. Bro, it's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's what I'm a big Wiz fan too. So there's a lot. Personally, up in it, the whole Black and Yellow is like an original one, but I mean, he has a lot of good music out there, and
the whole Cushion Orange Juice tape. I really like what is it called? Up, you know, or The Race, or like Mesmerized, or like, bro, it's so many.
There's a lot. No, there's a lot.
There's so many, bro.
So another question: what is your best experience so far in music? Or name the best experience you've had so far in music.
All right, so I was kicked out the house. I was like selling bars and shit, selling weed, just like trying to figure this shit out. I was lost, bro. So like, I don't know. I went back to my mom's house and like I had no job. Man, I get a call from fucking Rhode Island. Like, you actually kind of look like the dude too who called me, bro. I've been wanting to tell you that, bro. It was the dude who, he was like, man, we really fuck with your shit in Rhode Island, bro. And he was like man, like he sent me videos of them playing it at a party, and like people are teeing up to my shit on the East Coast.
On the East Coast,
bro. So I'm like, man, why don't y'all just book me? I'll come out there and rock the shit, man. He like, let's do it. So all I had to do was get my flight out there. When I get out there, they got like backwoods rolled up for me, bro. I'm just like, they turned that a Texas 18-year-old actually flew out there.
The Rhode Island.
Yes, they like all the way from Rhode Island. So I'm like, all right. So, I mean, I flew out there like 3 days early. So you could just imagine the anticipation, bro.
Yeah, just waiting.
Bro, and like, the whole I had deja vu while I was out there. I'm like, how the fuck am I in Rhode Island and I have deja vu?
Yeah.
It was just weird.
He's like, you just know that, you know, you was at the right place and the right time. You know this was meant to happen.
And nothing never like that happened for me. Like off of SoundCloud. They was just scrolling through SoundCloud and heard it. So, everybody out there was just showing love or whatever. And the day of the show, it was crazy, bro. It was packed out. Like, people was actually showing love, turned up. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Off SoundCloud.
So how'd you get the name Shreds?
Got that because I used to be like the youngest kid who would come to the studio, and I had braces, and like I said back then we was just giving like jerk names and shit like. Yeah. So I had these braces. They were like, "You're not eating the tracks, you shredding them." So I'm like, I guess I'm shredding the track. So I was just shred. I just shred, just stuck with it, bro, and like that's how I did it.
Man. With your recent, drops of like new music, Question, these artists that you're collabing with, is there anything that we don't see behind closed door, like with females? There's people out there hating, because with success there also comes, people not liking it and always people. Do you ever have problems with that or?
Cause I mean, I'm a person like. I'm really like kind of to myself a lot. Like I really just like to work on my music. Like I don't know why I'm weird like that, but like, I sometimes notice people kind of like give me weird vibes and shit. Best thing you can do is just block it out. You just gotta like keep going. But I get a lot of love though. Like people fuck with me because I fuck with people. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for the most part, I get a lot of love from everybody.
So where you at now? In the music industry, looking back on, being kicked out from what I've heard and, you sell, I mean, how do your parents think about you now versus then, now what you're doing with your music?
They think, I don't know. I really can't tell you one more thing. I don't know. I mean, I know she thinks something of it. Like my grandma just texted me the other day. Like, so I know they watching. Like, I know they see something. So,
but I guess we're gonna hop into your new video, yes, the Question, and we'll be back. So,
Would you look at this? It's a half-pint film, bitch. Yeah, nigga.
That nigga blowing my Twitter up and shit.
CJ, we got one.
Nigga. Just mad cause I fucked your bitch.
Tap in for this hoe.
Yeah.
And I got one thing to say to you bitch ass niggas. Look, why is you niggas so lame? Why is you niggas so broke? Why do your bitch in my phone every time she needs some of this dick in the throat? Damn, that is the question. Hold up. That is the question. Hey, why these hundreds stay blue? Why is you niggas so fool? Why do I never try hard, but every time I do it, it's better than you? That is the question. Hey, that is the question. Hey, look, how that show girl, but when you got locked up, she tried to have a threesome with me. Wait, the question is, why is she even in my messages? Or why you be wifing bitches that you really know scandal? She know all my music, then think she a fan. I shoot in her mouth and she catch on my then blend in with nature like I'm dabbing in camo. You a disgrace? Me and my niggas take over the place. Pull up, pop at the rape. CJ just took a nigga pack a pound of gelato. Then we sold that shit, now we look like we just hit the lotto. I bought your bitch some Ferragamo. She wanna fuck, but I do not got time though. I'm ballin' on these niggas just like my Tumbo. They wanna fuck nigga. After I fuck, I never keep tabs kicking out the picture. If you getting money, then you know I'm fucking with you. Got a lot of snow bunnies, nigga, I share them with you. The question is, why they question who really the best is? Top off hood fame, you know we the fresh kids. I take a nigga, then make it swallow my G's. If you think you the shit, yes it is. Why is you niggas so broke? Why do your bitch in my phone every time she need some of this dick in the throat? That is the question. That is the question. Hey. Why these hundreds they blue? Why is you niggas so fool? Why do I never try hard, but every time I do it, it's better than you? That is the question. That is the question. Hey.
Why them little niggas so mad? Cause they took out so fast. I see him street this and I see him in public. I'm tuning, I'm beating his ass. Them little niggas around, yeah, they envy me. I'm rolling backwoods at that Christmas tree. Why these niggas sound like my mini-me? I'm sipping on egg and no Hennessy. You talking about 30, but it's Tennessee. You just started that, but I been a T. And I don't rap, don't even mention me. Let's keep all the streets shit up in the street. Lil' boo-boo came out, told him stay down and get it. You see on Lil' bro, I done tasting a million. I was trying to kill me, say little bit back. I threw a boat, tell that little bitch catch that. Every time I took a loss, I bounce back. I just